for eternity. So here we go. If somebody could please do me a favor and go check my YouTube channel and tell me that the audio, video, everything is coming across fine there. While you're doing that, I see Chambly, Georgia, Boston, Massachusetts, Colorado, Vancouver Island in Canada, Geneva, Switzerland, another Canadian, Toronto in the house, Rhode Island, Salem, Denver, Brampton. Look at all the Canadians in the house. Lake Tahoe, nice. Judy, Greenbrae, California. Closest to me so far, Florida, Maryland in the house, Montreal. Bonjour. California, okay, another Californian, somewhere in California, Maryland, USA, Tennessee, Bellingham, Washington State, Chicago in the house. Foster City there, that's the closest so far. Sonia, hello, good morning. Pennsylvania, Michigan, Guten Tag, and Alemania, Italia. How are you there? Haiti. I got about a few French-speaking people here in the house. England, Macedonia, Skopje. I've been to Guyana. I've been to your city. 2019. No, 29. Maybe not. 2022, I think, in your country. Turkey. Fantastic. Istanbul. I love the Topkapi Palace in your city. Georgia, Sofia. That's the state or the country, Georgia, Sophie. Okay, so we've got over 100 people already. And so, folks, thank you for joining me here. This is my, 300, 400 session. I can't remember. We've lost count. We've been doing this since the beginning of the pandemic, March of 2020. We've been at it regularly. State, Sophie. Okay, fantastic. And this is a gathering. This is a soul tribe we pulled together when the pandemic happened, when we were stuck at home, stuck with the people that we were married to, but didn't sign up for being stuck with them 24/7. And so you guys reached out to me and said, Jay, can you come online and start teaching? And I did. I signed up for this thing that we now, it's almost like a noun called Zoom. Oh, sorry, it's a verb called Zoom, which was one of those things that I had never, ever really subscribed to. And then Inside Timer started doing these lives. Thank you, Malcolm, for confirming that YouTube is live and kicking. Good. You guys can go back and revisit it. So yeah, so I was saying that this is a forum. We've been coming together. I call it the living well. It's like the traditional wells back in the days when people went to fetch water from this place. And when they went there, they just didn't get this body nourishing substance called water, but it's also a chance for you to meet with the tribe, the village, the community, the collective, so that you could share your trials and tribulations. You could get spiritual sustenance and healing and just camaraderie, support for you to be on this journey called life. And this has been the case here as well. We've been gathering here, we've been supporting each other, and I always say this is a circle. We're a circle around this life-nourishing substance called meditation, breath work, and chanting. And this is a chance for us to come and share. So I'm here with you in the circle, not at the center of the circle. I don't wish to be there. I wish to be on this journey. I am on this journey, so I'm here just to share some inspirations that I've learned. I practice on myself every day, all 7 days of the week. And whatever is strikes a chord with me, that's what I come here and share on Sunday morning, Joy with Jay. So that's a little preamble for those of you. Tell me if with the number 1, if you're here for the very first time. And if you're here for the 10th time, put in the number 10. If you're here for the 100th time, go ahead and put in the number 100. So we may see the distribution. Utah, Costa Rica. Oh, look at all these ones. Fantastic. Oh, then we've got hundreds. So we've got 15. So we've got, look at all these people, number 1. So 999, Siglande. That's fantastic. So we've got a nice mix, but I think there's a lot of first-timers here in the house. So as I mentioned, this is a curated session. It's the hour of power, potentially the most powerful hour of your week, of your month, probably of your summer, because it's been carefully crafted. And so again, it's very intentional. It's not by happenstance, not just by chance. You people have given me feedback and we have continuously improved. We've honed the skill in saying, what 3 ingredients for this 45 minutes that we're going to do together will be the most powerful hour of your week. And that's why we do it on Sundays, is because at the beginning of the week, we set the tone. From this place of deep clarity and cleansing, you will sow a seed of intention that you wish to manifest in your week ahead, in your months ahead, in your life ahead. Okay, so what does this consist of? Three parts. I kind of kept mentioning that. So there will be some chanting and there will be breath work followed by meditation. Now, why do we do this? There's a very purposeful curation of these three components, because a lot of times people struggle with trying to calm the mind, trying to slow yourself down and to focus and so on. Many people come to me and, very, smart people, wise people, you think that meditation should be an integral part of their life, and yet they say, Jay, oh my God, I've always struggled with meditation, so I gave up. And so I just don't do it. There is a method, folks. So Patanjali wrote it in the Yoga Sutras thousands of years ago, where he described something that the sages and saints have been teaching in the East for thousands of years before that, which is that you need to work towards that state of what we call samadhi. Samadhi is complete dead silence, where the mind is in a state of complete clarity, where there's no noise inside the head. And for that, there is some preparatory work. There's the other chakras that one needs to take care of, because if you haven't treated your body, your breath, your brain right from the time you were born, if you haven't mended it like anything else, there's a lot of garbage. There's a lot of untended wounds and a lot of scab tissue from all the scars, from all the emotionally wounding, etc. All of that will pop up. And when you sit down to meditate, guess what? You're fighting these demons, this seven-headed serpent that is shown in some of the Eastern mythological stories. Now, what we do here is a subset of the Yoga Sutras. So we take the chanting, followed by the breath work, and very intentionally set up the stage where your calm mind, your open heart, and your relaxed body becomes a cauldron for you to create that deep sense of fulfillment. And you'll see that. You'll see that in the course of the next 40 minutes or so that we're going to do this practice together. Okay, with that said, I ask that you please make this our matter. You showed up here, you took the time to shut off from everybody else, everything else, booked your, probably closed your windows. Go ahead and do that if you haven't. If you have to turn off devices, now is a good time. Make this our matter, and you will see it will yield great rewards. And this is something that hopefully I can teach you, I can guide you right now, so that you make this a regular practice. So you don't just do it when Sunday morning job with Jay. I used to do this practice at the beginning of the pandemic every day. When we first started, the pandemic is going to last, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? That's what our politicians made us believe. And then here we are. 6 years later, we're still doing this practice. We're still staying protected from these different bugs and stuff like that that's going around. It keeps having these waxing and waning, ups and downs. So we're doing this as a way to, every other week, as a way to recenter, recollect, regroup as the Soul Tribe. So the Soul Tribe is a community that I've fostered online. We have a WhatsApp group. We'll talk about that towards the end of the session. But this is a community that gathers here regularly, but also checks in offline, or I guess online, but off of Inside Timer as we go through the course of the 2 weeks. So with that said, I want you to go ahead and find that comfortable posture, whatever that means for you. I ask for an alignment between your head, your neck, and your spine. You could be doing this practice seated, cross-legged on the floor, or even lying down. But what I suggest you don't do is doing dishes, doing laundry, multitasking, going for a walk. It doesn't work, because these practices are deep. They require you to be still, stagnant in one place. Energy is flowing, but the body needs to be rested. So I ask that you find that cross-legged on the floor, seated or lying down posture, and the head, the neck, and the spine are in a straight line. Taking some deep, comfortable breaths into the belly. And as you inhale, you're opening yourself up to the world. Deep inhalation. Breathe in, allowing yourself to open up and ask yourself, what can I receive today? And as you're eliminating, exhaling, focus. Opening yourself to the inside, closing yourself to the outside world, and asking yourself, what can I create today? Relax, breathe in, open yourself to the world, and ask, what can I receive today? Eliminating focusing, closing yourself up to the outside and focusing on the inside, and ask yourself, what can I create today? One last time, long, slow inhale, relaxing, breathing in, opening yourself up to the world outside. What can I receive today? Eliminating, focusing, closing yourself to the world, and ask, what can I create today? Now, I'm going to switch up the practice for the breath work and the chanting. Slightly different from the hundreds of sessions I've done over the last couple of years. Today we're going to do a mantra. The mantra is something that the sages and saints have been chanting for thousands of years in India. This mantra has four phrases or syllables. Loka, samasta, sukhino, bhavantu. Loka, samasta, sukhino, bhavantu. So these four phrases or syllables, I'm going to explain what they mean. Loka, the universe. Samasta, all beings. Sukhino, in peace, in bliss. Bhavantu, may it be so. So it's Sanskrit phrasing, so it's not like English language. So I'm going to go ahead and put all of this in plain English. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. That's what it means. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. So today, I ask that with your eyes closed, I want you to go ahead and repeat this after me. And with each repetition, I'm going to have you focus on a different aspect of life. So let's go ahead and start this first iteration. And this is for yourself. This is for the trillions of cells in your body. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Let's do this one more time for the self. The trillions of cells that create the universe that is my body. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Now for this next iteration, the immediate surrounding that you find yourself in. So with your eyes closed, visualize your household, visualize your immediate environment, this cauldron that you live in, this physical space that you occupy, so that let the space around you be filled with these reverberations as we chant. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Now this next iteration will expand that even further. So your immediate neighborhood, the homes around you, the people that are in your immediate vicinity. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Now, expanding that further, perhaps your town that you live in, more neighborhoods than just your immediate one, expanding out. Imagine as it's a circle, and at the center of the circle, there is the reverberation that's emanating from you as you're chanting out, sending this blessing. It's not just a wish, but it's indeed a blessing. Bhavantu is a blessing. May it be so. Loka samasta Sukino bhavantu. Now imagine that circle expanding further to your country where you are. Loka samasta Sukino bhavantu. Now expanding it further to include those places, those countries where there is war, there's turmoil, there's destruction because of climatic conditions or whatever the catastrophe might have been. Thinking of a place that could use a blessing right now. Loka samasta Sukino bhavantu. Now, can we encompass the entire sphere that we, this beautiful little blue dot that we're floating on in deep space, planet Earth, that place we call home, everybody we ever knew, all stories that ever written, all dreams that ever were dreamt, let it include every being on our planet here. Loka samasta Sukino bhavantu. Sending a blessing to all beings on this planet. One more time. Loka samasta Sukino bhavantu. Now, expanding to the entire universe, all celestial bodies, all the planets, the galaxies, the places that we cannot see, can imagine only. The entire universe. Let's send out 3 chants. Loka samasta Sukino bhavantu. Loka samasta Sukino bhavantu. One final time. Loka samasta Sukino bhavantu. Now, in this next phase of Sunday Morning Joy with Jay, noticing the body and the breath already having slowed down, the activity in the mind has started quietening, the cells in your body having come alive. We prepare for the second phase of Sunday Morning Joy with Jay, which is the breath work, pranayama. Pranayama, the art of cultivating life energy. And in this phase of the practice, we're going to do some altering of breath, ancient wisdom from India that says, as you manipulate breathing in a certain way, a practice that has lasted for thousands of years, you will feel a direct impact in the quality of your thoughts, the quality of your well-being. So today's practice, we're going to do something called the box breathing. It's a 4-phase of breathing, like a box, 4 corners. And in this practice, we're going to do breath work that involves inhaling, holding, exhaling, and holding for even amounts of time. Okay? So 5 seconds of inhale, 5 seconds of hold with full lungs, 5 seconds of exhaling, and then holding with empty lungs. I do the counting, you just follow along. So let's start this. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's how it's going to go. Let's continue that. Inhale for count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, at your own count, I want you to do this for a couple more rounds. And I want you to go ahead and return to normal breathing in through the nostrils, out through the nostrils. And as you do so, I want you to notice what this practice has done for you. Notice the slower pace of thoughts in your mind, the ease of your breath, and the lightness you may be feeling in your entire body. Now, as we move to the third phase of Sunday Morning Joy with Jay, with a calm mind, an open heart, and a quiet body, we sow a powerful seed of intentionality. And today's practice is giving without losing yourself, the open heart that doesn't empty. The famous Book of the East, the Tao Te Ching, written some 2,000 years ago, in it Lao Tzu said, "The sage does not hoard. The more he gives to others, the more he has. The more he gives away, the greater his abundance." So, dear ones, everything you have ever learned about arithmetic says otherwise. Take from a cup, and the cup holds less. spent from a purse, the purse grows thin. And yet the ancient kept insisting on this impossible math, not because they never had been drained, but because they had discovered something about where giving actually comes from. And that's what we're here to practice this morning. I want you to let your shoulders come down from wherever they have been holding and whatever they've been carrying all week. I want you to lay your palms open upwards. This is a sign of not clutching, not asking, just open. Now I want you to bring to your mind gently a moment when you gave something and it cost you nothing at all. Not because it was small, it may have been big, but something in you was so full that the giving felt like overflow, not sacrifice. Perhaps it was a word to someone at exactly the hour they needed it. Perhaps it was your presence in a room where you did nothing but stay. Feel what that felt like in your body right now. Now bring to mind a different moment, a time you gave and something in you thinned. You said yes with your mouth, while something quieter in you, perhaps in your chest, said no. Don't judge that memory. Do not make it a failure. Simply notice the difference in texture between these two scenarios. Here is what the difference was. In the first, you were the riverbed. In the second, you were the bucket. The bucket gives from what it contains. And a bucket that gives long enough becomes an empty bucket. And then a resentful one. Then a bitter one. And eventually a closed one. but the riverbed gives from what moves through it. The riverbed gives all day and all night and never once diminishes. Why? Because the riverbed was never the source. You were never the source. Now let that land. It is not meant to be a demotion, but it's a relief. Now I want you to picture yourself standing at the edge of a spring, not a reservoir with a measured floor, a spring rising up out of dark rock of the earth, endlessly arriving from somewhere it did not have to learn. And some of you may call that spring God. Some will call it life. And others will call it the ground of being, or love, or simply the great mystery. The name doesn't matter so much this morning, only that the direction of the flow is important. Now see yourself lowering into the water. And notice as you do so that you have been trying to be the spring. You've been trying to generate warmth for everyone out of your own small heat. Trying to be endless when you were only ever meant to be open. Exhaustion is not the price of a generous heart. Exhaustion is the sound the heart makes when it has forgotten what it is connected to. So stay in the water. Let it move through you, entering somewhere near the crown, moving through the chest, and out through the hands. Notice that nothing is being taken. You're not smaller than you were a moment ago. You're simply less obstructed. Now, for the tender part. Somewhere in your life, there's a person you have given to until you disappeared. You don't have to name them. You already know, your body already knows. I want you to see them standing across from you. And I want you to keep your heart open, not close it. Open. And then I want you to notice something. There is a distance between you. That distance is not coldness. That distance is where you live. A boundary is not a wall built against love. A boundary is the shape love needs in order to keep arriving. The river does not apologize for its banks. The banks are the reason it reaches the sea instead of becoming a swamp. Your no is what makes your yes trustworthy. I'll say that one more time. Your no is what makes your yes trustworthy. Open hands, open heart, feet on your own ground. Giving and remaining. And I want you to speak these 3 affirmations silently with me and let them wash over you. I give from the overflow, not from the foundation. My boundaries are the banks of the river, and they are made of love. I am not the source, I am the opening, and the opening does not empty. And as we come to the end of this practice, I want you to carry a question with you. Take your time carrying it. There's no hurry this morning. You don't have to answer this today. It's something I want you to live with. And here it goes. Where in my life am I giving from my depth? And where am I giving from my emptiness? And what would change today if I stopped confusing the two? I'm going to say that one more time. Where in my life am I giving from my depth? And where am I giving from my emptiness? And what would change today if I stopped confusing the two? I want you to please bring your palms together in prayer position at your heart center. Let's seal this practice by rubbing your palms against each other. The palms are an energy vortex, and as you rub the palms, they create an energy, the chi or the prana. You can feel that welling up between your palms. And when you feel a nice warm ball of energy welled up between your palms, I want you to cup your eyes, one with each palm, and bless yourself. I am fortunate. I am blessed. I am lucky. I'm guided by love. I attract health. I attract clarity of the mind. I attract love. I welcome wealth into my life. I welcome great ideas, amazing opportunities. I give everywhere I go, even if it's only a smile. My abundance overflows to those around me. I love my life. I am the M in magic. I'm unstoppable. I welcome wealth into my life at the intersection of light and matter. I welcome wealth into my life as life-giving life and life-sustaining life. Now bring your palms back together in prayer position at your heart center, Anjani Mudra, and gently tuck your chin towards the heart space. Let's seal this practice with 3 chants of Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I thank you for joining me in this practice today. Ever so gently, I want you to go ahead and drop your arms and ever so gently open your eyes. And as you're coming back to this community, to this soul tribe, to this world, to this space with a new breath, a new mindset, a new vision, a new heart opened state of being, I want you to ask yourself, what has this practice done for you? And if you could summarize that in one word, what would that be? And if you could share that one word in the chat, we'd love to see what it is. Open, peaceful, renewed, calmed, flow, love, connected, invigorated, open, calm, clarity, freedom, centered, path, blessings, return, renewed, peace, blissful, opening, healing, more healing, grounded. And that list goes on. Fantastic, wonderful. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for making this hour of power matter. Thank you for committing to your practice, and clearly it's reaped its own rewards. Folks, now I open it up for any questions, any comments. Deepen my embodied presence. Great, fantastic. I thank you for those donations that are coming in. I appreciate you doing it without even me asking. At some point, my heart felt painful, and during the last 10 seconds, it was gone. Thank you. So it was cathartic. Yes, it took you to a place that you have avoided, or you just haven't been able to find a way in comfortably. And that's the beauty of this soul tribe. We hold each other, we make it comfortable to go and heal. You got to go and heal those wounds, not just keep covering them, putting them under a carpet. Okay, so there's a lot of questions here. They're going faster than I can read them. Let's see. Evelyn says, what was the last question you asked? Where are you giving from the depth and was going from the river? Yeah, where are you going giving from a place of being open, and where are you giving from a place of emptiness? That was the question. And by the way, all of this is recorded. I don't want you to please ask questions for me to repeat what I said, because this is going to be available as a YouTube for you. The recording, go to my YouTube channel, Meditate with Jay, and you'll find hundreds of recordings of this and past sessions. So that's available to you. So then there is a question Malu asks, how do we know whether we're giving from depth or emptiness? Well, it's very clear. Your heart will scream a empty signal. The meter will be hitting empty in a place of stress. It's not from a place of openness. Thanks for the question. I would love to share that meditation. Is it recorded? Yes. I've answered that question. Renewed, says Anne. I focused on the buzzing. It helped clear my mind. Well, I guess there was some sort of buzzing that I'm not aware of. I mean, my system is still the same as ever before. The buzzing became a background drone for me. I'm sorry. I don't know. Some of you seem to have experienced it, others not. Forgot about the box therapy. Yes. Okay. Left me more aware and curious. Fantastic. I was going to tell you Okay, are there any other questions? If there were and it just kind of disappeared, I want you to please repeat it here so that I can now that I'm actually looking at it. I wasn't, I was focused 100% on making this your hour of power during the course of this exercise. So I wasn't focused on any of the chat and the commentary. So if you do have something that you had posted, please go ahead and repeat it. That way, I also heard a buzzing. Well, some people heard some buzzing. So is it still going on? No buzzing says some. Yes, buzzing says some. Okay, so good, 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 good. So there's a mix of buzzing. Maybe the buzzing was a way to focus on certain frequency that you needed for some chakra in your body. Is the practice repeated every week? Is this practice, Risha? That's a great question. This is the first time ever in the history of my live Sunday Morning Joy with Jay that I've done this particular sequence. I had been doing, so if you go back and revisit some of the videos on my YouTube channel, you will see that there is a sequence that I have been doing for years. Today, I just chose to change it. Actually, that's a great question. I want to hear some feedback, not from the ones who have never been to my session before. I know there's a few of you here. I want to ask those of you who are regulars who have been to my session 10, 20, 100, 300 times. How was this sequence of the chanting and the breath work, the pranayama exercise, compared to the one that I've been doing, the bandha pranayama and the chakra chanting exercise? I'm just curious to hear. So I want you to give me a thumbs up if it is. Just make it simple. So thumbs up, thumbs down. So that's all. I can't read this long sentences because this thing is flying. There's over 300 of you here, and I can't, possibly. Yeah, just give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Okay, so I'm getting double thumbs up. So my regulars are saying thumbs up. And Judy, yeah, she's been doing so. Jacqueline doesn't like it. Marian doesn't like it. But the rest of you are there's an overwhelming positivity to the positive response to this change. So you kind of liked it. Okay. So Loka Samasta Sukhina Bhavantu. So somebody asked, again, please folks, do not ask me to type stuff out. That's not a good use of our time. Go ahead and revisit the recording. That is going to be a good use of your time, my time, everybody's time here. Anything else? Appreciate both methods. Okay, so that's nice, right? To have being able to do things that are different. And so again, if you always have all of the recordings for you to go back and revisit the past exercises that clearly have served its purpose. I've been doing it for years, and many, many of you have come back and told me that that was also powerful. So that's fantastic. So folks, I have not published the title for my next Sunday Morning Joy with Jay. It'll be in a couple of weeks. I believe the next one is September 4th, if not mistaken. That's 2 weeks from today, 2 Sundays from today. And the reason is Insight Timer has added this new little wrinkle. They want us to do a short video intro of that topic that we're going to talk about. It used to be so simple. All I had to do is see what my heart is is asking for me to speak about or to teach about, and I would just go ahead and post it. But now I need to record myself, do some uploading and all that stuff. It's a lot more involved. I will do it. I'm happy to do it because it's clearly a place that I feel it deeply resonates with me. It's coming from a place of the riverbed versus coming from a place of emptiness from the surface. So I'd love to do it. It's just that it's going to take up more time for me to announce. In fact, the next 3, I have some titles that I have in mind. The 21st is going to be an interesting one. It's going to be the equinox. So that will be a nice celestial alignment we'll be doing. So I believe the Sunday is September 20th. So look out for that one. So those of you who are here for the first time, please go ahead and follow me on this app. There's a way for you to do that. And when you do that, when I announce the next session, then you will go ahead and get a notification of that. Another great way for all of you to stay in touch with the Soul Tribe, as I mentioned, the living well that doesn't just gather here once every other Sunday, but it's on a regular conversation, is to join my WhatsApp group. And the way you do that is if you go to my Insight Timer profile, you will see a link to join my WhatsApp group. Go ahead and join it, and go ahead and I'll ask you who you are, because I got a lot of spam, a lot of bots trying to join. I'm going to ask you your name and where you come from and how you, which was the first session. Some things, just to verify that it's an actual person that follows me, not some randos. And I don't all advertise to random strangers because this soul tribe is a divine gathering. This is an alignment. People who find me through the organic way that they like something that I've put out on either on YouTube or Inside Timer, and then therefore they come and listen to the lives, and then therefore they get invited to my retreats, my in-person gathering, the Zen party, the Zen dinner parties. Many of you saw the photographs. We had a fabulous time. It was sold out. It was earlier this month. It was on the 8th of August. And the response was so overwhelmingly positive that I plan to do some more. The hosts who own that vineyard here in Northern California, they were totally pleased with it. They want me to come back and do more Zen dinner party. So I will be announcing some. So all of this will be on my WhatsApp group, my called Soul Tribe. So go ahead and join that if you want to get invitation to things that happen in person as well. And of course, announcements for all these online stuff that I do. It was great, but I like the challenge of other breathing exercises. Okay, fantastic. I mean, listen, you do have the option of, like I said, I have hundreds of videos online. Just Google my name, Jay Chodagam, or follow me on the Meditate with Jay YouTube channel. Inside Timer, of course, has got, I don't know, some 300-400 sessions of mine. Do a generic intro announcement. That's interesting. I don't know if that's just going to, that's Malcolm. That obviously saves me a lot of time, but I wonder if it'll get flagged down as something that is, I'm just rinse and repeating, just copy pasting the same thing over and over again, even though my topics are wildly different. And I never, ever in the history of humankind do the same topic twice, which has just been a blessing that all of you have been requesting me different things. By the way, the WhatsApp group is another great place for you to drop in suggestions for future topics that you want to request for me to lead a meditation and do the hour of power. And so Douglas says, in abundance, you share of your knowledge and gift. Very appreciative and feel the energy. Douglas, it must be your first time. I'm guessing. I don't remember the name before. We are following you now. Thank you, Anne-Marie. Srisha says, JL, loved identifying with the river and the spring. That's fantastic. It was okay. Prefer chakras, but was different. Okay, good. Yeah, like I said, there's plenty for you to go back and draw from the pool, from the archive. Folks, once again, thank you for all the donations. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being there. Thank you for an undivided attention to what is most important to your well-being. Thank you for this commitment to the practice. I will see you all in a couple of weeks. Until I see you all again, same time, same place on, like I said, September 4th. I wish you all stay strong, and from your riverbed, go offer the joy, the love, the affection, the enthusiasm. And till I see you all again, be well.